Hello. Am I on time here? Just about. I think I'm sneaking it in there. Good. Hey, hello. Hey, Doc the Snorlax. Hello, Sharn. How are you all doing? And hey, Hazy View. Good to see you. Oh, my goodness. Oh, no, 8:31. I think that loading time got me there. Hey, Mars Girl. Good morning. Great to see you. Wonderful to have you with us. Got a visitor at our campsite. We'll have to take a look at that. Sharon says yesterday evening was amazing for her. That's great to hear. What you had a good evening? What did you get up to? If you feel like sharing. I had a fun one as well. Being on Retro Gaming stream last night was a lot of fun. Very glad to have Hazy View on there as well as some other very cool streamers. I thought that was really a good time. Sorry, unfortunate that I guess I just didn't think about how long it might be. Whoa, who sent me a Moody painting? Hold on, who did that? Bob. Wow. Okay, Bob. Let's see if this Moody painting is real though. And Hazy, yeah, I'm glad you had fun as well. Sharon decided to do a little live stream, but you had 2.6 thousand watching you. Most you've ever had. It's hard for me to imagine, honestly. I am not sure. I mean, to my knowledge, the most concurrent viewers I've had is actually still back on Mixer when a slightly larger channel rated me over there, and I think I had like 40 plus for a bit. And I was like, oh, I don't know what to do. I can't imagine. 2.6 thousand. Well, congratulations. It does seem very exciting. Very exciting. Ooh, and I got some star bits thanks to being over on Hits Island last night. That's wonderful. I was making those wishes, but I wasn't really thinking about it that much. Yeah, I mean, last night was so much fun. I felt a little bad that I got so tired at the end there. But once the clock passes 9:30, I really start fading remarkably quickly. Oh, Sharn, so you had an amazing time. Oh, no, Botnik. That was yesterday. Sorry, I need to turn that timer off quickly. Okay, there we go. So Sharn said it was amazing, even though a few hated on you for the way you look and the way you talk and look. Which is not amazing at all, no. Unfortunately, I don't hand wave the issue at all. I don't think that trolling is just a part of things or just okay to do. Going up on strangers and trying to hurt them is really antisocial behavior. I'm not someone who's going to ever really defend trolling as a natural part of the internet or anything like that. But well, no buts. That's it. It's just I wish people would not do that. You can give your friends a hard time. That's a thing that friends can do sometimes. But it's something to be careful about and really considerate of people's feelings, and is really a separate thing that you wouldn't be doing in that kind of context anyway. I don't think. So I hope you have whatever moderator tools you need to deal with that if necessary. Commenting stop stuff. Oh, that's terrible. I really don't know why people ever think it's okay to make comments like that. trying to criticize or attack how people speak is just, I don't know, it's very low to me. It is something that people tend to be very vulnerable to. And I don't know, it's terrible. It's ableist and it's just awful. So I'm really sorry about that. Oh, Opal. Opal's sweet. I meant to get changed. I'm actually still in my event clothes from last night. Let me just get my face paint off as well. But no, I've known I've been in the past like really close friends with people who've, you know, actually had like years and years of speech therapy and just still lived in kind of constant anxiety over being like criticized or made fun of their speech. And it always breaks my heart because I don't know. It's like, just listen to people. You know? I don't think it's that difficult. I'm trying to go into my closet here. I'm getting a little sidetracked. But despite all that, Sharn had some amazing people on there. Made your day. I'm really glad to hear that. That's, yeah, I've been, I don't know, it's something has kind of been on my mind a bit as something to, I don't know, I've just really been thinking about how I don't think anybody's really come by and tried to troll me since I've been on Twitch. And I'm getting like, I don't know, it is just sort of odd to me that there hasn't been anything since like people coming in on Mixer and trying to I mean, doing their best to insult me for being bald/balding. Which I've said before, I have been sensitive about that in the past. Well, it certainly would be a way to get me, you know. Well, I'm sorry, let me catch up on chat here. Green is almost a sepia. The dog's wondering if anybody has a Mona Lisa or other art or sculptures. Yeah, that's... I'll let you know if I do, and like if this Moody's an extra, maybe. But for the most part, the art is, I think, going to be like very highly valued for a while. Yeah, Red just shows up pretty infrequently, and it's not, you know, when he does show up, what makes it especially tough, is it's not a guaranteed new piece of art for you when he does show up. You know, the one real piece of art could be something that you've already got. Or occasionally, it's just all fake art. That has happened to me. I believe the very first time Red's boat came to my island, all 4 pieces were fake art. Oh, Sharn, you like those Love Heart sweaters? You've never seen those? Yeah, they're super cute. Let me know if you want me to send you one or both from my catalog. I am, you know, kind of per usual. I'm going to do a few morning round things just to kick off and unwind a little bit. Man, let me just scroll up on chat and make sure I'm not missing anything. Really trying to kind of double back and over. Okay, so when or how does Red show up? And hey, Austin, welcome. So Red is one of those NPC visitors like Kix or Sahara or Leaf, where typically, basically he'll show up once every 2 weeks or so. And unfortunately, Isabelle doesn't notify you of these things, so one of the best and easiest ways to tell if Red is on your island is you do want to look at your map Or just make sure to rotate around to the back of your island. Let me grab my pointy hand here. And hey, Dar, welcome. Good to see ya. How's it going? But Red always comes, like, so the first time Red comes, he'll be around your resident services, I think. No boat yet. And when you talk to him that time, that sets things off. And from then on, he'll come in his boat to your secret beach, which is always at the back of your island somewhere. And so it does mean that you'll kind of want to either check your in-game map once a day, or make sure that you're like, you know, if you have a rotation around your town that you do, that you check the beach at some point. But generally, I do try to just, when I think about it, pull the map out and look at it for 1 second and then, you know, put it back. And I believe that was a yes from Sharn. All right. And were you more interested in one than the other there, Sharn? Let me know. But yeah, hey Austin, hey Dar. Dar, you're doing good. Glad to hear it. How about you, Austin? Nice to see you in here. And what are those might be called heart sweaters. So we've got the red and the pink one in there. I can send both, I can send one, whichever. Gonna get myself some water here, and I think I did also have that posture check from Doc earlier, which I didn't really do off camera, so let me check my posture here. Oh, and I'm sorry, Mars Girl, I missed your comment there. So that person who trolled you about being bald wound up giving a compliment more so, just that one time. Yeah, that was actually, I think, the second time people did that. The very first time it happened on Mixer, I don't think I gave them a chance. I just banned them off the bat. And then the next time it happened, I was, you know, I really, I think not engaging is usually good, but at that point I was kind of just like, what are you doing? You know, sometimes confrontation is, well, pick your battles is just a very vague notion I'll depart on there. And yes, absolutely, Sharn, both sweaters is quite alright. And no worries about the bells or anything like that. And if other folks see anything in my catalog you want to shout out about, go ahead. In a nice way. Oh, I meant to change my face paint. Did I remember to do that? I think I did. I believe I did. Oh, you're very welcome. I do like those sweaters a lot. I mean, it's just a nice classic design. Definitely one of those where I could imagine wearing that in real life. Didn't get a chance to look, Doc. Yeah, it was more, I mean, I'm sorry if there's, you know, stuff off the bat, or off the top of your head, or, like that you just saw quickly while I was scrolling through. I can spend a little time going through it later for folks. Oh, I'm sorry, Mars Girl. Okay, that was, yeah, that was bad form of me. I'm sorry, I'll give a little time going through later. But I'll try to be like a lot more specific. If there's anything off the top of your heads for me to look up right now, let me know. Otherwise, I'll you know, I do want to just make these rounds, and then I could spend some time just kind of idly scrolling through. I'm a little curious if I have, let's see, can you have NPC, like the special visitors while you have a campsite? Or are those, does it kind of take up that position? I don't know if I've ever observed if, like, Sahara has ever come over while there was someone at the campsite. Anybody know off the top of their heads? I'm curious about, oh, wow. Wow, these dirt paths do not, certainly do not prevent the flowers. Well, it was raining yesterday, and just look at all of those new flowers. Campsite is concurrent, okay. And it's raining again for Sharna. In-game? In real life? Both? I'm curious, but, you know, don't feel like you have to say. We've been getting some massive morning fog in the morning here. Both. Oh, that can be just... I mean, sometimes I quite like the rain, actually. Mostly in the springtime. I quite like... I can really enjoy a spring rain or a summer thunderstorm or... you know, can be a nice cozy time here and there. Never fun to get really caught in one, usually. Well, maybe once in a while. Maybe not never. That's a UK for you. That is certainly something I hear commonly about it. I think that, you know, it has been an awfully long time since I've visited the couple parts of England that I have gotten to see. I don't remember it raining that much. I mostly remember pretty nice weather, but I think I was there for maybe like 2 weeks 20 years ago. So I only have kind of faint memories. I do remember, I know I've said I had one, well, two technically flight layovers in Dublin. It was pretty foggy there. Oh man, it looked so good from the air though. I sure would like to visit Ireland someday. Or Scotland. And Scotland. Most places I'd really like to visit. Are any of the statues, like the Statue of Liberty or the sculptures, buyable? Not in terms of the catalog, no. And so the for some reason they do separate. Like the statues are a little bit different from the Statue of Liberty. I know, it's a little silly, but the Statue of Liberty is one of the things that Gulliver gives you, actually. The seagull who washes up on the beach. And those don't go in the museum, those are just like cool pieces of furniture that Gulliver gives you. But unfortunately, neither the pieces of art or the like the souvenirs that Gulliver sends you are yeah, neither of those can be reordered from the catalog. Which is why there tends to be just not many extra going around, that's for sure. The cool hat and bathrobe, yeah. Yeah, unfortunately, it definitely is, in most cases, like, the cooler the decor, or the more sort of... the more it's modeled after a unique thing, or an obscure thing, or something like that. There's really no, like, hard rules for it. But, it generally, those are... yeah, I don't know. The game can be kind of all over the place with that stuff, but definitely a lot of the cool... oh, hey, look who's here. What's up, Raymond? Hi, buddy. Just kind of on vacation, just relaxing, focus grouping a few things. Like what you're seeing, 100% of Raymonds would rate this campground highly. Huh. Well, how about that? Little sandwich kitty, yeah. He is a cutie. I do not hate Raymond. I don't go crazy for Raymond. He seems he's got a cute little coat on. He's a cute little kitty. I did just get Sterling's photo, you know. Yo, this streamer kind of sucks. Well, hello, B. Good morning. Good evening. Thank you for joining us. How you doing? How are you doing today? I hope you're, goodness, I think you were having a bad toothache, aren't you? I hope you're feeling better. I'm gonna have to empty my pockets and then double back to my position a little bit there. But thank you for that compliment. Oh, CJ's here. Alright, yeah, there you go. That just absolutely proves what Mars Girl was just saying about campsite visitors being concurrent with special visitors. I'll get that Sea Sports challenge in a moment. I do need to empty my pockets very quickly. Oh, a nose issue that led to this weird nerve pain. The usual winter woes for you. Oh, I am sorry to hear that. Yeah, the dryness is an awful problem. It gets me somewhat badly around this region, although... So normally Pennsylvania is very, very humid in the springs and summer, and kind of the fall as well. It really is, generally speaking, the winter, you know, it dries out a huge amount. And, for, I guess actually starting when I was a teenager, probably, definitely started giving me, mostly, needed to start moisturizing my hands. I think tried a few different things for that. One of the really good ones, gloves in a bottle, I think it's called. Bit, as I recall, a bit on the expensive side, but yeah, my hands would get very cracked and red, and at their worst would actually, yeah, be some, well, I almost don't even want to go into it, but it actually would get just a tiny bit bloody. Hasn't been that bad in a few years, I think, for a few reasons, but also like winters in Pennsylvania have gotten pretty weird the last like 7 years or so. They've gotten, I don't know, less dry, I think, more humid, less snow, more fog. Yeah, we get these really foggy, like, Decembers and Januaries now that I just don't remember ever seeing as a kid. Anyway, gosh, excuse me. My sympathies, though. I didn't mean to ramble off on all that. But I sure wish you good luck. Moisturizer's not exactly, I don't think is going to help a nose. Well, unless there's some bold new products in that field that I'm unaware of. Anyone have any gold or rockets? I mean, I do have some gold that I am, well, I'm not hoarding. I could probably share some. But we'll see about that. I have theoretically been holding on to it as prizes for things, I suppose, and DIYs. Have I ever gotten an ice storm? You know, I would probably have to do like a Google search. I think so. I think so. And that, you know, the thing is like, oh, thank you, Queen Claire, and good morning. It's so good to see you. How are you feeling today? It's so great to have you in here, though. I feel like I'm still oddly recovering from last night. It's funny, even though you know, Hito was the one on stream and doing so much good work. I felt quite exhausted afterward. So where Dar lives had an ice storm that was really bad a few years ago. Oh, good gosh. Did you, like, what all happened with that? Made the trees look beautiful. Yeah, I've seen some great photos of the trees just covered with, you know, ice crystals. But then it makes them really dangerous because the big trees fall over because of the weight of the ice on their branches. It's a huge concern. And yeah, I do want to say that I remember some ice storms in Pennsylvania. But I'm somewhat hedging my guesses because about like 9 and 10 years ago, we had some really, really big snowfall and kind of winter storm, just overall winter storms coming through. That, you know, one year it was snowpocalypse, 2010. And then it was Snowmageddon 2011 or something like that. I might have those years slightly wrong. I think it was kind of the last time we got big snowfall around these parts, though. Oh, and we got a few Googles in here. All right. Hey, Mikon, good morning. And there we go, another Kingdom member. Let me, oh, maybe in a moment. But welcome, Mikon. Great to see you here. I'll get that Google in a moment, as well as Bees there. Dar said it was also very slippery. Yes. Oh, 2009 to 2010. That sounds about right. Actually, a little farther back than I remembered. Thanks, Doc. Yeah, it's close, though. And hey, Mir, good morning. Some crazy things happened 2 to 3 months ago. Just learned about one of your favorite band's lead singer, Joe Halley. Huh. How about that? Hold on, I need to turn on...
The mic's back on.
There we go. And, self-destruct.
Okay, self-destructed. Let me know if I can help you with anything else.
Alright, that was actually a slightly different response than it's given before. That's fun. So Maryland had them as well, so you should... Okay, I gotcha. Yeah. Yeah, those were big, I mean, those were really big winter storms. At the time, I was working a job with my college's, like, facilities and operations department. So I actually, like, knew and worked with a lot of the, like, some of the guys who were stuck out there just, like, shoveling for hours, putting salt down while it was still snowing just to try to stay on top of it. And I felt, I mean, just, really made me very more considerate of the work those people have to do. And let me get that other Google in here, though. Tell me about the Manx people.
According to Wikipedia, the Manx are a Celtic ethnic group and nation originating in the Isle of Man in the Irish Sea in Northern Europe. Their native culture is significantly Gaelic with some Norse and recent English influences.
That's very fun. So yes, I thought Joe Halley, the guy who formed Halley Hall, suspected to have a mental illness. Well, I mean, I think it's sort of an odd thing to... Well, I'm not the person to talk about, like, statistics or anything like that at all, but I do believe mental illnesses are just actually probably a lot more common than we think. Certainly to the point where, I don't know, at some point I think people can reasonably start reconsidering what we think of as you know, neurotypical. I don't know. I mean, it's a field, like an actual field of study that I should not even be commenting on. But I can tell you, as someone with at least one mental illness myself, it's I don't know, it's a funny thing to have these kind of invisible illnesses that people really might never guess at or see unless, like, something's going really wrong in my head, which does happen from time to time. Manx a lot. Yeah, I do know about the Manx cat, which is only found on the island of Man, I think, as like a indigenous animal. Cool looking feline. We got another Google in here, one moment. I'm bored.
Alright, I have a few options for that. Strangest Day Ever, Jungle Adventure, and Everyday Heroes. Which one would you like to try?
None at the moment, but that's quite interesting. That's quite interesting to know. Petition for Manxlot to be elected honorary resident of Island of Man. I'd love to. I'd love to visit. I must say, pretty much anything I know about the Island of Man at this point is due to the Netflix comedy movie Mindborn. which I do think was at least shot there. I believe it was filmed on location. And Mir said, suspected, probably not a transphobe. Well, that's good. That these days is kind of a basic requirement for the people that I support or will just do business with, or what, you know, whatever. I definitely try to avoid those transphobes. Not a point of view that I'm willing to hear out or debate. Not up for debate. And also definitely broke a restraining order. Well, that's not good. I imagine there can be very personal circumstances around that, but almost certainly not good. All right, and this moody is actually Doc, do you have a moody painting? I do. I believe this is a real piece of art I could send you. So a website lied to you about Google Assistants. Which one, Mikon? I'm just a little bit curious about what you're talking about there. You don't think you have it? Yeah, probably not. I mean, you might have picked it up on, like there's a chance you might have picked one up on Marquis Island. Or something like that. Because I think, I'm pretty sure you got it. Yeah, you got a chance over there. But I'll send that over. Sorry, I do want to check this email quickly. I'm getting an email about my post. I want to see if I'm getting something in. Looks like I am. Alright. So Austin's figured out how to stream, right on. That's exciting. That's something you've been interested in doing? Streaming some video games, possibly? Something else? I really think it is a fun thing. You know, like, I mean, just like everything, not everybody's gonna love doing it. And it is funny to me still how much it took, like, the right game at the right time for me to actually, like stick with streaming, start and stick to it. I'm sorry, I was like thinking about Mir, but I'm actually sending this to Doc. I'm very sorry for the fake out to everyone. I'll have to send Mir a little something. Just to make up for that. But I'm sending this moody painting to Doc. This is the problem with me trying to talk and do things at the same time. There's Charles, okay. But I heard like Xboxes are getting some kind of big upgrade for streaming to Twitch, I think. I only kind of glossed over like the news because I only have an Xbox 360. And my only newer console is my Switch. But it seemed to be that you can do like overlays and stuff now. I don't know, it's kind of interesting. I must say that for kind of a few reasons, it's unlikely that I'll get either a PS5 or Xbox Series, whatever. But were I to get one, I'm much more inclined right now to look up to try to get one of those new Xboxes personally. Even though a lot of my friends do have PlayStations, I just I don't know, I kind of like Xbox more personally, just a little bit. And the Game Pass is just a good deal. So Mir did not know this, but the Miracle Melodies, Tally Hall's second band, only album, is based off or a metaphor about 9/11. So that's a thing. Yeah. There are a few. Isn't no, Radiohead just like, did they put out an album kind of based on it? I want to say. Um, I think Radiohead did as well for one of their albums. I'm not like the biggest Radiohead knowledge, however. But you know, musicians and artists are always going to draw upon enormous life events, and that certainly, I mean, that was a... felt like it did kind of change the course for a lot of things, and people hailed the thief. Thank you, B. Very much about the Bush-Blair era politics. That was exactly the title I was trying to think of. And Mikan's mom reminded that the debates are tonight. Yes, I have not been watching those. I watched you know, I watched a lot of TV news and debates back in 2016, and personally at this point, there's sort of the factor that my mind is certainly made up on things, and I've only got so much time and only so many nerves left. But hey, Panda Beastruce, thank you for that follow. Welcome to the stream today. How are you doing? Doc voted third party. Oof. Well, I'm not gonna criticize you as a person, Doc, but it makes me sad as a strategic move for the country, and that's my honest reaction. Yeah, it's up to you if you want to share that, but people will have, yeah, they certainly will take the opportunity to share what they think of that. That's for sure. And some, well, you know, just always, while you're in a safe space like this, you know, nobody's gonna jump on you. Because, you know, there's one real bad answer. There's one real bad answer to give of, I'm glad it hasn't come up yet, honestly, but in terms of maintaining a safe environment and community for my viewers and the people I want to be here and feel comfortable here, you know, third-party voters are ones I can accept. But people still supporting the current administration are just, I can't have any conversation with them. Well, Mikan, and hey, Panda, trying to be sneaky, you're welcome to lurk, Panda. You never need to feel any pressure to talk or interact. Very pro-lurk stream here. And certainly, as we're having talking a little bit about current U.S. Electoral politics, definitely a fine time if anybody finds it just raising their blood pressure too much, making them feel panicky or anything like that. You know, I apologize, but you know, if the best thing for you to do is mute the stream or close out of the stream, of course you can feel free. And either come back later or another day. Or, you know, whatever's best for you. And what Mars Girl says there, I understand Mikan not liking either of them. As I've said before, I mean, I don't like Biden, but I really hate the current president. I'm okay, you can quote me on that. It's an honest opinion, and it's an opinion 100% protected by the First Amendment. It's okay to say that and feel that. And Mir's favorite song on the album, Mind Electric, is about a guy going to the chair on death row. Well, yeah, that's a folk topic. I mean, maybe we all feel that way, but you know, just the thing is, it really, this election really needs to be about trying to stop the very active damage. Just trying to stop some of the active damage being done to the country on a federal and state level. And realistically, and I unfortunately I'm not prepared or the person to go into like an actual, symbolic logic deconstruction of things, but in terms of actually trying to help people who are being hurt right now, in terms of trying to, do good, I have to say, I think that the one thing is voting for the Democrat candidate. As I've said, I think he's not the guy I would have picked, not the guy I voted for in the primary. But in terms of people who I want to argue with for the next 4 years, that would be my choice. And I'm sorry if you feel like very bad now, Doc. I really did not want that to make you feel bad, but did want to give just a very honest answer on how I have honestly a pretty set way of viewing things right now. There's a large extent to which my personal existence, as well as that of people I love and care about very dearly, really may depend on the results of this election. And it's really not an exaggeration to say that. It really is an existential threat. So Mikon has been looking into it, news from both sides, and a lot of independent journalists. Let's move to a more safe subject. Halloween in 9 days. Yeah, certainly, I feel like I've been doing a lot of that myself. Unfortunately, it's just such a double-edged sword right now with independent journalism, because that is where absolutely some of the best reporting is being done. And unfortunately, it's also where there are some genuine charlatans who've kind of given themselves that label and are not actually practicing, that, well, anyway. Yeah. I did just get a clownfish, how about that? And sorry, let me catch up on chat here a little bit. What day is Halloween on? It's a Saturday, the 31st, and also the second full moon of the month, which I don't know if they call it a blue moon other places. I don't know if that's like a US thing or even just a East Coast thing. But yeah, we got a blue moon this Halloween. Oh darn it, missed that fish. Didn't know you can put custom patterns on your dock. Yes. Isn't that fun? I got the idea from Reddit and actually got the codes for it from Reddit. And if you'd care for any of these, the design codes are available, including a variant made by our own Lemony Cobra. But definitely feel free to riff on it on your own. Yeah, I'd never even thought to check to see if you could put custom patterns on here until I saw it on a Reddit. And no Over the Garden Wall yet. I almost started it yesterday. And then just got I've been having a lot of problem doing work stuff actually. And the worst part when I'm procrastinating on doing work stuff is then I don't let myself do other things that I enjoy. And I just sit at my computer and I don't do anything. And time just passes. So hopefully I'm going to be better about doing some work stuff and catching up on some TV. Seen some good recommendations recently. or I've noted some good recommendations. But yeah, Lemony Cobra Mirror Music in-game has supplemented the pure designs with, I really appreciate the buy and the Abro flags and inspirations there. And a whole bunch of lousy not tuna. I'm not going to make any more fish bait right now. I really just wanted to see if I could have any of that. Sometimes I feel like I get lucky because I'm on stream. Which is, you know, a silly thing to think, I'm sure. Well, hey, I've got a fishing rod in my hand. Let's do this. That tuna seems like a real pain to catch. Yeah, since I was gonna sell these fish anyway. And I should have something for a collectible as well. Alright, 3 small fry. Probably check the rivers for these. Rivers and ponds. Let's take a look around. Hey, Quiggy. Oh, my goodness. Sorry, let me... Gosh, hey, Quiggy, so good to see you here. Good morning. I hope you're doing alright. Halloween would have been so lit with the blue moon and being on Saturday if it weren't for COVID. Yeah. Yeah, I mean... I really don't mean to be like... I don't know, I haven't done much for Halloweens in a while, so I probably would have been at home either way. So I really don't mean to be like sour or inconsiderate of others. It would have been... could have been a really fun night for people. I've said it before. Fun thing is Queen Claire is planning a 24-hour live stream. I have not said that before. I actually shifted thoughts really suddenly mid-sentence. But do want to, you know, let people know about that. I know there are fans of Queen Claire in here. Got a really wonderful shared audience. Very glad to have that. And I don't know how much of that I'll be able to be up and around for, as much as possible. But I do have plans for, I have virtual tickets for a virtual concert. I'm going to try to do my own short stream at some point. And, but I guess otherwise, yeah, I'll try to be moderating Queen Claire's as much as I can over that time. And watching and enjoying, of course. Mir found out Tally Hall has a secret 6th member. He wears an orange tie. I love band lore like that. That's fun. A sleep stream? I don't think so. I believe Queen Claire is planning on being up and gaming for the whole time except for breaks. Which I cannot imagine doing a stream that long. I'll try it someday, I think. And hey, thank you for that follow, Hazy Jr. Welcome in. Hey, you were watching, I've seen you around. I know you were watching the, Spooperween last night. Oh, excuse me. Welcome, thank you again for following. Yeah. Good to see someone coming in from Hito as well. It really is, I'm like so, I don't know. I am just so grateful to be meeting and becoming friends with these, I mean, just good people who also stream and who I'm so happy to support and be supported by. And you know, funny thing about sleep streams, I just wanted to say, is I cannot find, if anybody's got a link, please send it my way, because I was looking through Twitch's like user base, FAQ, terms of use, that stuff, and oh, from Claire. Okay, I thought I saw you in Queen Claire's chat as well. Well, you found them separately though. That's fantastic. Well, the Twitch's recommendation algorithm might actually be doing good things. Who knows? And what was I just talking about, though, actually, on that topic? Oh, no. Oh, no. Yep, no, I forgot what I was talking about. Oh, sleep streams, right. I've been trying to figure out what the deal with that is. Because I know, like, I remember from events, life events, historical events that I observed that, like, for a while, sleep streams were not okay. But then Twitch changed and said, well, no, the problem is unattended streams are not okay. Which makes sense to me. It's like, you know, it's not so much the sleeping that's the problem, it's people going just, you know, feral in chat. that's a problem. But now I can't actually find language about either, like, specifically. But I don't know if I just wasn't looking properly. I'm not sure what the deal is, if Twitch is just kind of shrugged and opened the floodgates, or I think you can still report streams for having, like, unmoderated chats, possibly. It's odd. Present for a croak. Yeah, I'll help you with that, Victoria. So Joe being transphobe came from a leaked post of a fan wanting his pronouns in his bio. It's so easy to do. I mean, I felt a little, and still occasionally feel like a little, just, you know, it's a new habit for me. When I introduce myself, saying, you know, adding in, you know, he, him pronouns, please, and use he, him, please, or what have you. And it's something that I'm kind of glad to have streaming actually as an opportunity to help me build that habit. I really would love to see that be normalized. Hey, Imagination Artist, welcome. How you doing? Is I mean, one thing, yeah, here we... Wiki, complaining about pronouns is that tweet that's like, I'm uncomfortable when we are not about me. Is that the... I think I might have seen that with the bird meme, possibly. But yeah, there are a lot of, I think, pretty succinct ways to show how it's a little bit silly to... I mean, it's beyond silly, and carries over into, like, active hostility to be strange and rigid about these things. I feel like it's cool you would do that, but don't like when people pressure people to do that. Yeah, there can be a fine line. There can always be a fine line of telling people, like, what to do. And it can be complicated by when you are trying to... I mean, when you do have an ideal of social progressiveness and trying to make things easier for others and, you know, help other people be accepted. And yeah, I think, I mean, it is sort of just a bit of a simple litmus test, though, I think, on how people react. I mean, and, you know, personally, I'm not saying it never happens, but I've never seen people be really pushy about it or demand, you know, things in terms of, like, telling people, like, oh no, you have to put pronouns in your bio. Again, I'm not saying that nobody does that. There's always people doing kind of everything on the internet, unfortunately. But I generally see people just being like, oh, it's nice when people do that. Caca! Got some crows in chat. Crows scaring off Mir. Well, you gotta go. No worries. Take care, Mir. Good to see you this morning. Hope you have a good one. Oh yeah, look at that. 25 on the dot. Someone on a schedule there. And there's that good, that Jorbs emote, right? Pronoun in His Majesty. Ah, yes. Well, the her is in there, so... Does that count as a pronoun? I don't know parts of speech anymore. Possessive? Adjective? Eh? Yeah. How's Croak? Oh, I can't. Literally can't see a shred of what Croak is wearing here. This is very fine camera work. Yeah. Yeah, and I guess I will just also pivot to say that with anybody in chat or anybody in general, if I do either get your pronouns wrong or you would just at any point rather that I use different ones, please do let me know. My memory is not perfect, but, you know, I ask because I do want to try to get it right. I know I can, and here's the honest thing, I know that there's, it's something that I need more practice on, and there's a lot of things I'm working on. He's wearing a bucket. That would be, I mean, it's a good look. The bucket's inarguably a pretty good look. I don't think I have any of these raggedy outfits. I kind of wanted these last night, actually. But I'll grab one now. Yeah. Looking good. Oh, gosh, and time's just flying by again. Oh, and I forgot. Oh, well. Sorry, I was going to possibly reuse a stream gag, but I think I'm going to wait on that one. I might try to improve my... oh my gosh, I don't know if I even want to... I'm sorry, one thing I really try not to do is start talking very vaguely about stream things and then start hemming and hawing over, oh, am I going to reveal this? Because I think it's actually just a little annoying, personally. It's not me trying to, like, build hype for something, it's genuinely me looking for, you know, topics of discussion and being like, ooh, I kind of want to talk about this thing I'm thinking about. And then immediately being like, oh, but maybe it'll be more fun if I, you know, just keep raps on it. Well, I just don't know if I'm actually going to go anywhere with it. So I think, you know, I was working on another, like, voice-activated image VTuber type thing. And made me realize, I don't know if there's somebody out here, out there already doing it, but you could, like, set up a really convincing, like, old I know people do the sort of computer interface overlays at times with, you know, the button elements and title bars and things like that so that their stream looks like, you know, computer windows, if you know what I'm talking about. But I was thinking about how you could mesh that with like the VTuber technology to use, and again, I want postcards, not Orville, my bad. But mesh that with, like, just the kind of art that very old FMV computer games used. And I think it would be possible to come up with a really sort of immersive thing. I mean, and it was, for me, setting up just like that quick Oregon Trail lookalike of me. And thinking, you know, I could take this I could take this a lot farther. Like, thinking about it. Sounds cool, Queen Claire. Yeah, it's... I don't know if I have completely, like, either the chops or more so the reason to go all the way in setting something like that up. I'm just not sure what I would use it for. It's not entirely the, like, aesthetic that I kind of feel for my channel. You know, I have like such, you know, what I spend a lot of my time watching are retro games, both like streams and videos and stuff, and so I still kind of look at those as a lot of inspiration, but it's not, you know, I do love playing retro games and want to have that be something of a pillar, of a lesser pillar of the channel. But I don't think I'll ever have it be my proclivity to the point where, like, I don't know, maybe I should just try to set it up and use it for a one-off. It might just be fun to try to do. And oh, darn it, gosh, darn it, I just realized I never checked my email. I'm sorry, Mars Girl. Mars Girl sent me more channel sub gnome badges. I can't wait to see those. And I just kept forgetting to open my email up for like the last 12 hours now or something. Ugh. Well, look forward to that next stream. Should have some fun new subscriber badges for folks. Alright, got half an hour here. So let me know what's good, folks. Unless anybody... Yeah, does anybody want to look through my catalog for a moment or two? Let me know. Now's when I'm more prepared to do that than earlier. Otherwise, I can also probably wander around and look at flowers a little bit more. I'm still just, like, fingers crossed, kind of hoping and praying that one of those peacock butterflies is just gonna show up around here. And I think fireworks weren't for sale today in the Nook's Cranny, were they? Because I may put, like, a whole bunch of used fireworks around. I'm not even looking in the right place. Oh. No, poppers and bubble blowers. Oh. Good stuff, but not what I need right now. I know I have some fireworks in my closet. Maybe I'll just grab those and use those and stock up next chance I get. Oh. Get some more water here. Pandas, gotta go. Good day to everyone. Nice to discover the stream. Oh, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Thanks for stopping by. I hope you have a good rest of your day there, Panda. And, I don't think I said it earlier, but just so you know, I stream Animal Crossing every day. Still, somehow. Get on, every morning, my time. So feel free to stop by anytime. I do change it up on the weekends. I got more fish bait, you know, I'm gonna grab some of that as well. And I was looking for, fireworks. There they are. Yeah, I'm just gonna use these up. That room is cold. It is a bit chilly. It is a bit chilly. I should put a fire in here. That's a good idea. I want to redecorate in here because a lot of stuff just kind of got slapped down. Just, like that cart in particular does not really belong in there. Alright, I do want to just say this very quickly before moving on again, just going back to the pronoun discussions previously, that I absolutely I would generally just say, unless you're on very, very, very firm ground, probably even the best intentioned jokes can be, can just, I'd say be very careful, and possibly, yeah, even good ones. I would just say that the people who have to put up with a lot of, it's just unfortunately a lot of people have to put up with a huge amount of hostility on that subject. So I would just say keep in mind that, you know, even good jokes people can be extremely, extremely wary about. And that's the only thing I want to say about that. And Doc is, yeah, thank you. Thank you for getting that schedule in there. That is, those times right now are Eastern Daylight Times. It will go back to being Eastern Standard Time in a few weeks, I think. That's something I never really stayed on top of until very recently, where I need to try to be a lot more considerate of people's time zones. And I'm getting, pretty much the only time zone I've ever been, like, I know US time zones, you know? I can go to California time pretty easily. And such like. So Nookazon has an app now. Nookazon is messy, selling over 50 things, wow. So it's 2 p.m. for Heezy, yeah. It's, I love that a lot of my audience is international or otherwise, like, geographically diverse. I was looking at some... I didn't realize I could find it in, like, the Twitch analytics before, but on the numbers I saw, like a fully 33%, I think it said, of my viewers are outside the United States, which I think is, I think that's very cool. There's no, like, number that I particularly want to see there or anything like that. I just thought it was really neat. And Heezy just remembered you got Tia on your island. Nice. Tia, that's, elephant, right? I believe. It's, is Daisy working? I'll let B know that we miss them, of course. B will be back soon. And I think that is neither of, like, oh my goodness, there's 2 other Bs that could be. There we go. Daisy is pretty slow. You know, I feel bad about it. I might replace the Daisy bot with Isabel Says. I've noticed Isabel Says just works very quickly. And also gives that link to Nookopedia. I could probably request that. I'll have to see about it. Took 34 Nook Mile tickets. Hey, that's not too bad. I think. I mean, it sounds like a lot. But, you know, then again, when folks are out there doing, like 750... Why did I come back in here? Oh my goodness, I'm sorry, folks. Now I'm off the rails. No, really, why did I come back in here? I guess I wanted to put these away? I guess. No, I've really lost the thread here. I really feel like I had a reason for coming back in here. I was just in my house. Such pro gameplay. So Heezy was trying to get Raymond, but you just took Tia. Found Cherry and Maple, though. Alright. Cherry's... I really like Cherry a lot. I'd love to have Cherry on my island, I think. I guess I will do a second character thing for a moment. Just get these fossils assessed, get my Joy-Cons here. Alright. Happens to you a lot, Dar. Oh, thank you for your empathy right now. I feel so like, it really, it makes me, I I really am trying to embrace my casualness and not you know, not feel okay, yeah, Joy-Cons, right. I got to charge these after last time. Give me one moment. I'm trying to juggle a few things here. I'm trying to get these on a charging grip so I can plug them in. Alright. Great. And so, Boogie says, oh my god. Partner just had to leave for a dentist appointment. Your 5-month-old puppy just started sitting by the front door. Had to physically pick him back and bring him back upstairs to the living room. Aw, that's really sweet. Pups are wonderful. I remember for a while after I brought my pup home, it was funny. She really liked to, and for a while, like, insisted on sleeping on my sandals, kind of in like near our front door-ish, kind of in a corner of our sort of our dining room of the apartment I lived in at the time. And it took, like, I kind of had to block the area off and show her, like, no, look, here, I got these dog beds for you. There's this couch you can jump up on. You know, there's a whole bed you can get up on. I guess just part of making her feel at home and things like that. And it was, and you know, when she was that age, she was like this big. Like, seriously smaller than either one of my sandals. What a sweet dog. I did not take enough pictures when she was a baby. Wait, it teleports you? Yes. Whoever is not the leader will just get teleported. So if you want to be fancy, and I was kind of trying to do it, oh, I should buy some wrapping paper if I don't have any. I do have some though. You can try to control both characters at the same time if you want to be fancy about it. But it's a lot easier to just control whoever you have as leader and let the secondary teleport around. Are we not good enough friends, Gladys, for oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Alright, I better run to the airport and send her this then. Whoops. It's still, with the way the camera works, it makes this a little awkward. But I really have been impressed with how robust the co-op play is, honestly. With just how much you can accomplish with both characters simultaneously. I mean, just with how a lot of these things work, I kind of would have expected it to really reduce the functionality. But actually, like, as long as you switch between them as leader, you can, I mean, you really could do, like, your full morning rounds, like, as both, without too much trouble, I think. I haven't really tried it too much, but, I think it would work out fine. Doc says I got a lot of fossils that he doesn't have, but you will dig them up for yourself. I do have a fair number of extra, and I don't mind giving those away, really. You want me to... I could open my gates up and you could take a look, Doc, if you'd care to. I don't know where this letter's going. RBRB, no worries. Take your time. Alright, that's good. Is there anybody else I was really, Let me check my map for a moment here. Oh, I should go to the Nook stop and hit that catalog up. Ah, Victoria. Yeah, let's send something to Victoria as well. Oh, my back, though. It is not really getting better. But at least it's not... It doesn't seem to be getting worse. Just kinda... It hurts a bit. Fezzles lol. Alright, thank you, Doc. Yeah, that... that was... I felt how much I leaned into that one, too. I know it doesn't really matter too much what you type or anything like that, but there is always a chance of them sharing these letters with others. Like when people visit, I think. So you do kind of want to be slightly careful about what you say to them, I think. That's how it worked in old games, anyway. That they would show the letters you wrote to other people. Yeah, Doc, I'll open my gates up here. I think that was basically... I'll go drop these ones, though. That's for my house. I'll drop that for D. And B Quiggy is renaming her stream to Fezzles. It's a good username, I think. Queen Claire misses that? Yeah, I guess I've never seen it in this game, so I wonder if they don't do it anymore. It certainly seems that way. But it was fun. Apparently, like... Gosh, I don't know if it was just one of those things that people post on Reddit or something, but I did see some post on Reddit about, like... Somebody had a crush on a character in the game, I think, and they wrote them a love letter, and then that character showed, like, that person's in-real-life friend, and, you know, they got teased a lot about it, and that makes me sad. It's a little bit funny, but it's also kind of... It's a little bit bad. Oh no, my stream with Quiggy's mod powers, that makes sense. Well, there we go. You do have that power, actually. Which character was it? Oh, I don't quite remember. To tell you the truth. I wish I could say. I don't remember. Not one that I am as familiar with. Better not be Marshall. No, I think it's one of the... I believe it was one of the characters that the game genders as female. And I believe it was a male poster, male identifying poster in question. But I am barely remembering something that I might have seen a screenshot of. So I'm sorry. We're very, very hearsay. Alright, there we go. I'm just gonna, we're a little close on the end here, so I'm just gonna open my friend gates up. I mean, we're pretty close to the end here, just so folks are aware. I will be heading off stream in about 10 minutes. And hey, Chroma, welcome. Welcome back. How are you doing? How was your birthday? I hope you had a good one. Just wanted to extend those birthday wishes once again. Yeah, Nobotnik. Alright. It's fine. You're okay. And you did have a good one. I'm so glad. It definitely seems like a really, just kind of everybody I've talked to or heard from on that subject is definitely, seems like most everyone feels it's hard to celebrate this year, understandably. Both, you know, like, just logistically, of course, but also broadly speaking. Oh, and Queen Claire didn't get to sing to Chroma, that's right. Oh no. And yeah, that's, I'm definitely gonna leave the singing up to Queen Claire. Very happy to have her be doing that good work. I kind of want to take a page out of Hyrule Gaming Group's book, and saw that they play the KK birthday song when it's somebody's birthday in chat, and that's a pretty keen idea to me. I could imagine that being you know, there could be different ways, I think, that different Animal Crossing streamers could kind of leave their mark while doing a roughly similar thing. Oh, and just by the way, for folks who do come over, generally speaking, I can't imagine you're gonna want these used fireworks on the ground. But if anybody got tempted to, like, clean up on my behalf or something, please do actually leave that trash on the ground. I'm trying to catch bugs. But yeah, go ahead. Welcome back, Doc, the widely accepted resident. That's nice. That's accurate. You can just head on over to the museum and check out those bones over there. Ooh. Okay. Alright, some Discord to check on in a minute. Oh, we aren't friends. Okay. Yeah, probably not. And oh yeah, that posture check and hydrate. I don't know if I did that easy. Thank you for those. That was 30 minutes ago. Let me make sure to hydrate here. Oh. Think Claire's going live soon? Well, she does indeed. Most mornings I get the privilege and pleasure of raiding into her stream as I end. That's been a very nice habit, a very nice synergy that's been building up. My stream ends at 10, she usually gets on camera at 10, and I raid into there and moderate for the rest of the day. What happened to the puppy cam? Good question, Chroma. The puppy has gotten very weird and a little standoffish, to be honest. The puppy no longer, like, she doesn't come in here and have her breakfast at her normal time anymore, and she doesn't come and curl up in her dog bed anymore. Except for, like, she'll do it for a minute, and I'll get the camera on her, and then she leaves pretty quickly. I think she's been, I mean, honestly, she's been a little mad at me because I haven't been getting her on her daily walk, which I feel terrible about, like, really, really bad about. It's been, I think, almost 2 weeks since we've gone on a walk, but I've literally felt too weak to walk around the block. Pretty bad. Pretty, a little more than a little worrying on that front, just with how shaky and weak my legs have been. It's like I just kind of feel them tremble as I go up and down the stairs. So she's been kind of avoiding me a little bit. She's like got a little bit of resentment going. She doesn't understand what's going on. She still gets outside, like we still let her out into the yard and stuff. But normally I do take her around the block once a day. And Doc, you're okay. I mean, I know there's like a few doubles of fossils, so if you don't mind leaving just the extra ones, that would be all I'd ask. And is everything okay? Thank you for asking, Chroma. I mean, no, not exactly. But it's not really anything new or to be, for you folks to be worried about, I don't think. I have some chronic health problems, and over the last few years, when the winter comes on, I don't know if it's just the dropping temperatures, the cold weather, but generally around this time now, every year, I start feeling like I'm just sick, just like my body is struggling with something. And it really is internal. I do have autoimmune disorder that can flare up from time to time. It is probably related to that, as well as my, I've mentioned my problems with getting enough sleep. So with how like a sleep disorder can confound all that is just, it's a lot to deal with, but I am extremely lucky, very privileged to, have roommates who do a lot of work to help out. I'm able to get a few house chores done still. I get around the house, I do stuff. But I'm just like, I really am physically just, that's really going downhill for me. Despite my kind of best efforts. Doc, you don't know which ones are extra are duplicates of? I mean, like, of the ones I put down, if you're able to just go over your inventory and say, oh, this one is the same as this one. Like, that's what I mean in terms of doubles, is just when I was walking over them, I saw that there were multiple of the exact same type. No big worry about it, though. I did finish up my museum collection, and those have just kind of been stacking up because I don't have a lot of use for them. Oh, and hey, Fifth, sorry about that. Good morning. I've really been a little hardy on a few things. Sorry about that. Winter is my hardest time, without a doubt. It is my biggest reason for wanting to move. I'd love to find some place with, really moderate temperatures year-round would be ideal. I mean, I'd love, like, a Mediterranean climate, honestly, but, that's hard to find. A little hard to get to. Oh, and thanks, Crumb. Appreciate that I'm doing the daily morning stream, even though I'm not feeling my best. Yeah, and it's kind of amazing. A lot of times, I do actually feel better after this morning stream. Even if it's purely emotional, purely psychological, that's, I say only, but it's like that, it's actually enormous. What an enormous difference to be able to, like, be in good spirits and feel socially connected. So thank you so much for being here and sharing your time with me and your sympathies. I really do appreciate it. And I do feel lucky that I'm able to keep this habit up. That is, gosh, that's 10 a.m. already. Hey, B. Or, Bay, possibly, sorry. Welcome to the stream. I'm very sorry for the timing. I'm actually just about to end my stream here. But thank you so much for that follow. Let me give you the quick rundown, as well as anybody else new. I know Heezy and, well, Panda left, but, I do stream Animal Crossing every morning. Somehow. I've been doing it for, this is, I think, 217 days now. I am going to do it for a while longer. That's the plan. As a B, okay, got it. Thank you, I appreciate that. And just so you know, I'll be back here, same time tomorrow. I am going to be planning, I'm going to stream the new Pokemon DLC tomorrow evening, I'm pretty sure. But for folks, please do consider sticking around. I'm going to raid into Queen Claire 101. Oh, and thanks, Doc. Thanks for visiting and heading out. No worries. Could have, if you ever want to stick around a little bit longer, just let me know. And it will probably be okay, but I understand you might want to get ready for things as well. The Tundra DLC is coming out tonight, or today, actually. And I would be doing it tonight, but I just, I gotta give myself an evening to recharge after yesterday. Thought it was supposed to be in November. No, let me actually see if the update's out. And thank you so much, Chroma. I have learned resiliency in certain ways. So I really appreciate that. Strength is a funny and complicated topic. I don't see it in here, but I am like fairly sure. Do I always end the stream at noon? No. Weekdays, Monday through Friday, I do always end the stream this time. So if it's noon for you, Mondays through Fridays, then yes. Saturdays and Sundays, that's when I start the stream, actually. Right now, when I normally end is when I'll be starting the stream this weekend, and those are longer and tend to be more focused on multiplayer games with viewers. I still start out with Animal Crossing, but then on to other things like Smash Brothers or Mario Kart or Rocket League or what have you. And I am actually just doing a... yes, that Tundra DLC is today. Very excited for that. I will be streaming that tomorrow evening. I'll have more of like an announcement about that. But thank you again, everyone. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. If you stick around, I will be heading into Queen Claire's stream, where I will be hanging out, having fun, and moderating for several more hours yet. So I do hope that you folks will join me. I hope you have a good rest of your day, and I hope to see you back here soon. Thanks again, folks.